fast. Investing's gonna last. Gonna build an empire, trust. Got that fire, got that grace. Time to race. Ooh. PetPitch India, ideas take flight. PetPitch India, day and night. PetPitch India, future's looking bright.
Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we cut through the noise and zero in on what truly matters. Today, we're plunging into an industry many of us might simply associate with, well, a cute haircut, pet grooming. But as we're about to uncover, this isn't just about playing with puppies. It's a surprisingly complex, rapidly expanding global sector, huge economic forces at play, unexpected innovations, and some very human challenges too.
That's absolutely right. For this deep dive, we've basically pulled together key insights from a whole stack of sources. We're talking everything from, comprehensive market reports, practical business guides, all the way to some really candid feedback directly from groomers themselves.
Okay.
Our mission really is to equip you with a holistic understanding of this dynamic sector. So from its global economic footprint and the daily operational realities, to what it truly takes to succeed, the innovations shaping its future, and crucially, the human element behind all these services. It's a fascinating blend of passion and, profit.
Okay, let's start with the sheer scale then. Because you mentioned global footprint. We're talking about a massive industry, right? Far bigger than many might realize. How large is the global pet grooming market, and what's driving that growth?
Globally.
Yeah.
It's pretty staggering. The market is projected to skyrocket from an already substantial USD 17.9 billion in 2025 to a whopping USD 42.8 billion by 2035.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a compound annual growth rate, or CAGR, of 9.1%. And these aren't just big numbers. They really represent a fundamental shift in how we view our pets.
How so?
It's a clear move from seeing them just as companions to, full-fledged family members.
Yeah.
And that's driving this whole luxury and wellness economy that you might not expect in this sector.
Right.
So this expansion is powered by that increasing humanization, a growing preference for things like organic and hypoallergenic grooming products, the rise of convenient mobile and at-home services, and some pretty impressive technological advancements too.
That cultural shift makes perfect sense. I mean, you see it everywhere. But I'm curious, beyond just viewing pets as family, are there specific societal or, say, economic pressures that also contribute to this level of investment in their grooming?
Oh, absolutely. Think about urbanization, for one.
Okay.
Smaller living spaces often mean fewer pets per household, but those pets tend to get a lot more attention and resources lavished on them.
Ah, right. Concentrated spending.
Exactly. And rising disposable incomes play a huge role as well. When people have more money, they're often more willing to spend it on premium care for their fur children, as some call them.
Hey.
And this brings us neatly to India, actually, which is a particularly hot spot in this global trend.
Okay, tell us more about India. It sounds like it's experiencing almost exponential growth in this area.
Indeed. India's pet care market, which was historically valued around USD 720 million, is projected for really robust growth. We're looking at an astounding CAGR of 17.3% from 2024 to 2030.
17%. That's huge.
It is. It positions India among the fastest growing pet care markets in Asia. And this acceleration isn't just a ripple, it's like a wave. It's fueled by increasing pet adoption in urban households, higher disposable incomes which rose significantly from about 273 trillion in 2022 to 296 trillion in 2023.
Okay.
And that crucial cultural shift we mentioned, viewing pets as integral family members.
So it's definitely not just a Western thing. This deep emotional connection, it's a true global economic driver.
You've absolutely hit on a critical driver there. This deep emotional connection, it fundamentally reshapes the economics of the industry. India alone was home to an estimated 31 million pet dogs by the end of 2023.
31 million.
Yeah, and approximately 600,000 newly adopted pets just that year. This translates into owners making maybe 3 to 4 veterinary visits per year, which really demonstrates a significant willingness to invest in pet wellness, Right now, this demand is pretty concentrated in the big cities, metros, and Tier 1 cities like Delhi NCR, Mumbai, Bengaluru. But that just sets the stage for even broader expansion across the country down the line.
So, okay, when we talk about pet grooming in this booming market, what does that actually entail? Is it still just a basic haircut, or is the scope much broader now?
It's definitely broader. Pet grooming is really a comprehensive service. It encompasses both the hygienic care and cleaning of a pet, as well as enhancing their physical appearance.
Right.
So it extends far beyond a simple trim. You're looking at clipping, trimming, thorough washing, flea treatments, nail cutting, teeth cleaning, and even specialized coat conditioning for popular pets like dogs and cats. It's really about overall wellness and presentation.
Now, let's get into the specifics of what's driving these shifts at the product level. Which particular products are really leading the charge here?
Well, within the product categories, shampoos and conditioners are particularly dominant. They have an estimated CAGR of around 14.6% in India for the next decade or so, 2025, 2034.
14.6.
Yeah.
Almost as high as the overall market growth.
Exactly. And this isn't just about general hygiene. It actually reveals a more sophisticated understanding among pet owners about specialized care needs. So this dominance is largely due to increasing reported cases of hair fall, various skin-related diseases, and just the basic necessity for deep cleansing, conditioning, and deodorizing hairy pets. It's a market responding to demand for quite precise solutions, not just generic cleaning products. And of course, other key product types driving the market include things like combs and brushes, clippers and trimmers, and specialized shears and nail tools.
That level of specificity, I certainly hadn't considered it quite like that. It makes me wonder, given the need for maybe veterinary guidance for some conditions, is this part of the market mostly driven by vet recommendations, or are pet owners getting more proactive in self-diagnosing and seeking specific products?
That's an excellent point. And it's a bit of both, actually. While pet owners are certainly becoming more informed, veterinary recommendations still play a really significant role, especially for health-related products.
Makes sense.
For instance, take medicated shampoos. They're commonly used for skin disorders in dogs. These often require a pretty specific two-step process. First, washing with a regular cleansing shampoo, rinsing well, then applying the diluted medicated shampoo for maybe up to 10 minutes of contact time.
10 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, to ensure the active ingredients are effective, and then, of course, a thorough rinsing to prevent irritation. That kind of precise application, it often comes with a vet's guidance.
So how are these specialized products and services actually reaching pet owners? Particularly in a diverse and rapidly expanding market like India, what are the channels?
Well, traditionally, veterinary clinics have accounted for a significant share of product distribution.
Okay.
But online platforms are seeing really rapid growth. There's a projected CAGR of about 14.8% for pet grooming products online in India.
Online's booming then.
It really is. It highlights that clear shift towards digital convenience. But traditional pet stores are also crucial. There were over, 21,887 stores across India as of June 2024.
That many.
Yeah, with Maharashtra leading the count. So this mix of channels really underscores both the established practices and these emerging digital trends shaping how products get to pets and their owners.
Okay, let's pivot a bit. For those of you listening and maybe dreaming of diving into this pretty lucrative market, whether it's in India or elsewhere, what are the foundational steps to actually get started? It sounds like it's definitely more than just a love for animals.
Oh, it absolutely is, much more. The first step is honestly critical self-assessment. You need to understand that owning a grooming business involves far, far more than just grooming pets.
Right.
It means long hours, tons of paperwork, billing, invoicing, truly wearing many hats. As one groomer told us quite bluntly, if you don't love the business side as much as the animal side, you're in for a shock.
Oof. Reality check.
Definitely. So research is paramount before you even think about opening your doors.
So beyond just that personal assessment, what kind of practical research is non-negotiable for a new entrepreneur in this space?
Okay, first, you need to research your competition thoroughly, both the small local businesses and the large corporate chains. Identify what they do poorly, what they do well, their pricing strategies, and figure out how you can differentiate yourself.
Find your niche.
Exactly. Then, legal requirements are absolutely essential. Understanding the necessary legal structures for your business, maybe forming an LLC or registering a DBA name, you'll need to secure all the necessary permits, licenses, and insurance. And these vary wildly by city, county, state, especially depending on how you operate. Mobile service, brick and mortar salon, out of your home. Each has different rules.
Right. Location matters legally, too.
Absolutely.
And naturally, money matters. Always top of mind for new businesses. What should new entrepreneurs be budgeting for? What are the financial considerations?
Okay, you need to realistically assess your monetary needs.
Yeah.
Tools, equipment, which can be quite expensive, potentially a vehicle if you're going mobile. Advertising costs, the costs associated with all that licensing and setting up legal entities, it adds up. Establishing clear processes for invoicing, bidding, and accounting is crucial, whether you do it yourself or hire someone.
Yeah.
And critically, following up to ensure you actually get paid.
Yeah.
That seems to be a common slip-up.
Chasing payments, the fun part.
Yeah, indeed. And for marketing, start with the free or low-cost options. Word of mouth is huge in this industry. Setting up a Google business page, often the #1 way people find local businesses now,
So true.
and using social media effectively. These are essential for building that initial client base without breaking the bank.
What if someone's thinking bigger picture? Maybe expanding an existing business, perhaps even into a market like India. Are there unique considerations for growth?
Yeah, expansion needs a clear plan. You need defined growth goals, target locations, realistic timelines, and always backed by robust market research to identify areas where there's strong, unmet demand.
Makes sense.
And if you're considering franchising, something called franchise profiling is vital. It means really carefully selecting investors who are not only financially stable, but also genuinely enthusiastic and dedicated to the industry, people who get it.
Right, not just passive investors.
Exactly. And then you need to provide them with really in-depth training on your specific grooming methods, your service standards, your company operations. It's about replicating your success and brand standards consistently, not just selling the name.
It really does sound like that classic tale of passion meeting, well, the hard reality of business. I wonder, for someone just starting out, is there one piece of advice, maybe like a golden rule, that could prevent some of these common missteps? Perhaps drawing on that groomer feedback you mentioned earlier?
It often comes down to managing expectations and being relentlessly proactive. Persistence, really. Look, many dog grooming businesses unfortunately fail due to pretty common errors. And one groomer put it quite bluntly, they said, most people just think it's easy money, and when it's not, they quit.
Harsh, but probably true sometimes.
It seems so. Common errors include poor location choices, not doing the research into demographics and competition, a lack of effective marketing, just assuming customers will magically appear.
If you build it, they will come. Doesn't always work.
Rarely works without effort. And not offering additional specialized services beyond just the basic groom. Owners increasingly want convenience, like add-ons. Other critical factors: unclear pricing structures, poor customer service, including not following up after appointment, just basic courtesy, failing to stand out from competitors, not truly understanding what your target market actually needs and wants, and neglecting continuous employee training. That's a big one too. So maybe the golden rule, if there is one, is to truly understand the business of grooming before you ever pick up a clipper and have the sheer tenacity to stick with it through those tough early days of building a loyal client base.
We've seen the impressive economics, the innovative tech shaping this industry. But let's shift gears now. Let's zoom in on the heartbeat of it, all the actual groomers themselves, the people doing the work. What do they tell us about the real demands and the crucial human element behind these booming services?
Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting, and you see a very recurring, strong theme emerging from the groomer feedback. There's a definite preference for working with owners who are themselves experienced groomers.
Okay, why is that?
Many view non-groomer owners as potentially, exploitative, especially if they don't truly understand the physical demands and the specialized skills involved in the craft. One groomer put it, quite frankly, you can tell an owner who's never lifted a heavy dog or dealt with a matted coat. They just don't get the physical toll.
That makes sense. A lack of empathy, maybe?
Perhaps. They really advocate for owners who prioritize pet welfare and employee welfare over just pure profit. They suggest things like fair commission structures, 50% often comes up.
Right.
Adequate staffing levels, having support roles like bathers and receptionists to ease the load on the groomers. It really underscores that grooming is a physically demanding, often stressful job.
Yeah.
It's definitely not just playing with pups all day.
This raises a really important question then. Can technology help bridge some of these gaps? Could it alleviate some of that stress, that physical demand, perhaps making the job more sustainable for the groomers themselves?
Absolutely. There's huge potential there. Although, it's interesting, some groomers still prefer traditional pen and paper systems for scheduling and finances. Old school.
Sure, creature comforts.
But there's a significant push for technology adoption overall. We saw examples like Paffinity software. Now, it apparently has a bit of a learning curve, and the online booking might be slightly clumsy, but it offers dedicated features specifically for mobile grooming businesses, like managing service areas, different vans.
Streamlining the logistics.
Exactly. So these tools, even with their imperfections, they show the potential for streamlining operations, which in theory frees up groomers to focus more on the animals and less on tedious administrative tasks.
And what's fascinating here is just how quickly technology seems to be advancing in this sector. It's not just about scheduling software anymore, is it? We're talking about innovations that touch the core of the grooming process itself.
Exactly right. Looking ahead, say, towards 2035, the industry anticipates pretty widespread adoption of AI-powered grooming tools.
AI-powered, like what?
Things like smart brushes that can actually monitor skin and fur conditions, automated nail trimmers, pet dryers that maintain optimal heat levels automatically.
Wow, a brush that spots a skin issue.
Imagine. Before it becomes a major problem, wearable health monitors for pets that sync with grooming data, leading to more data-driven grooming practices. It's quite futuristic, but seemingly on the horizon.
Incredible.
Technology is also being leveraged heavily for marketing and quality control now, like using GoPro cameras to record grooms, great for promotional videos, but also for documenting precise service details. That helps with quality control, training, and ultimately client satisfaction. Seeing is believing, right?
Definitely. Beyond the efficiency and the cool tech, though, there's another trend we're seeing everywhere: sustainability. There seems to be a growing conscience in this industry, too. How's that playing out in pet grooming?
Oh, it's a significant movement, absolutely. A really strong trend is the rise of eco-friendly and sustainable products. This includes products made from recycled materials, biodegradable packaging, sustainably sourced ingredients, the whole gamut. There's also a really robust demand for natural and organic formulations. Think shampoos and conditioners using essential oils, herbal extracts, often hypoallergenic. It reflects those broader consumer concerns for animal safety and environmental impact. This isn't just niche anymore, it's becoming a mainstream expectation.
Right, table stakes almost.
Kind of. And alongside that, personalized grooming solutions are gaining traction too. Things like breed-specific products, customizable tools. It further demonstrates how the industry is responding to a more sophisticated consumer demand.
Okay, so bringing it back to India specifically, with all this growth and innovation happening globally, does India face any unique challenges in its pet grooming market compared to other regions, especially given that rapid expansion you mentioned?
Yes. If we connect this to the bigger picture of the Indian market, there are some specific hurdles. Despite its rapid growth, India's non-food pet care segments, which includes grooming products and accessories, suffer from what analysts call an unstructured supply chain.
Unstructured supply chain. What does that mean practically?
It essentially means it's fragmented. There's a heavy reliance on often unorganized local manufacturers. There's a lack of unified tracking systems, inconsistent product quality sometimes, and patchy availability across different regions.
So getting reliable products consistently can be tricky.
Exactly. It creates a significant distribution gap compared to more regulated sectors like, say, pet food, which tends to be more organized.
But hearing that, it also sounds like an enormous opportunity, doesn't it, for innovators and entrepreneurs to step in and bring some structure to that fragmentation.
Absolutely. You've hit the nail on the head. It's a huge white space.
So what are the key opportunities then in India's pet grooming landscape that could truly make a difference?
Well, first off, the massive e-commerce growth in India is a game changer. It's projected at, an 18.7% CAGR?
Yeah.
Expected to reach US $292 billion by 2028.
Huge platform.
Massive. It provides a huge platform for wider distribution, for direct-to-consumer DTC brands to bypass traditional channels,
Right.
and for things like subscription models for grooming essentials. Convenience delivered.
Right.
And we're already seeing new developments reflecting this, like Supertails launching India's first, apparently, fear-free certified veterinary clinic in Bengaluru back in February 2025.
Yeah.
And they're integrating grooming with healthcare. That's a brilliant synergy.
Smart move.
Yeah. And you also see global premium brands like Canyon expanding into India. They did that in August 2023, bringing in luxury grooming products. Local manufacturing also presents a potential competitive advantage, reducing costs, ensuring faster delivery times compared to imports.
So agility and local focus could win.
Potentially, yes. Ultimately, a strong online presence, strategic collaborations maybe with vet clinics, with pet stores, and effective digital marketing, these can be crucial competitive factors for anyone looking to really capitalize on this boom in India.
This whole deep dive, it's really shown us an industry that's both incredibly personal, centered on the love we have for our furry companions, and at the same time, incredibly dynamic, driven by these significant economic forces and pretty amazing technological leaps. It's far, far more than just a trim.
Absolutely. We've uncovered the soaring market value, sure, but also the very nuanced operational challenges that business owners face daily. And those evolving ethical considerations, especially from the groomer's perspective about workload and recognition. It's crystal clear that the pet grooming industry is poised for continued transformation. It's balancing that traditional hands-on care with cutting-edge solutions, and thankfully a growing emphasis on sustainability too. It really is a mirror, in a way, reflecting our changing relationship with the animal kingdom.
And as pets continue to cement their place, truly, as members of our families, the question isn't just how we groom them anymore, but maybe who benefits most from this burgeoning industry? And how do we ensure it evolves in a way that respects both the animals we love and the skilled professionals who dedicate themselves to caring for them? What role will you, listening now, play in shaping its surprisingly sophisticated future?
Listening into weekly PetPitch podcast every Thursday at 12 noon. Hope you had a wonderful time. Cheers and stay safe.
Time to thrive. PetPitch India, ideas take flight. PetPitch India, day and night. PetPitch India, future's looking bright.